Welcome back. This segment brought to you by Games and Things. Christmas is just around the corner, folks. Whether you're looking for a big gift like a pool table or shuffleboard table, or a small gift like a dartboard, new pool cue for someone, Games and Things is the place to turn. Life should be fun. Christmas should be fun. So do your Christmas shopping at Games and Things. Let's take a look at the SEC scoreboard really quickly. South Carolina, you know what they did to Tennessee. Georgia plays down to the level of their competition every single week, or up to it. Alabama whips Austin Peay. Mississippi State wins. Texas A&M, woo, congratulations. It looked like there were 5 people in that stadium at the end of that game. Auburn over Western Kentucky. Arkansas, they crushed Ole Miss. Ole Miss scored the last 21 points. That thing was 42-6 on the Genius. Missouri 45-14 over New Mexico State. LSU beats UAB. Vanderbilt over Florida. And here's my question for the group. Vandy and Tennessee have split their last 10 games, 5-5, which is amazing to me. But you would normally look at this and say, there's nothing to worry about with Vanderbilt. Even if Vanderbilt's getting on the roll, you're saying, it's not worry. Even if South Carolina beats Tennessee, you're saying, I wouldn't worry about it. But if you're going in with Joe Milton as your quarterback, which is a possibility, how much should people be taking the Vanderbilt game seriously now? Because we mentioned Joe Milton, but there are a lot of other guys who had to leave that game at different points yesterday. Mm-hmm. We don't know who's playing for Tennessee. How seriously should fans be looking at this Vanderbilt game?
Very. I mean, Vanderbilt beat Kentucky. They beat Florida. Their quarterback, Mike Wright's playing really good football. They've got a good running back named Davis who's had a few 100-yard games. They've got a good receiver named Shepard. I think Tennessee needs to take them very seriously. You play like you did at South Carolina, you're in trouble. So, I think they should take them very seriously.
It kind of makes me wonder if Jeremy Banks is going to be back as well, because I'd like to see him back in the middle of that defense.
On a scale of 1 to 10, my worry factor is now a 7.5.
Okay.
It was like a 2
right.
last night, maybe a 1, maybe negatives.
If Hooker were still healthy, my worry factor would still be up there.
Milton did nothing in the final 10 minutes to make me think, he's got it now.
Josh, let's do it that way. Let's be quick. What's your worry level, 1 to 10?
6.
Okay.
The players have to refocus because their big goals are now gone.
Yes.
And they were dashed in embarrassing fashion. And then you take away your big team leader as well, who maybe can be around to offer some support, but if Hooker's not playing, he can't go out there and lead you.
And I wonder a little bit how much of a home game is it going to seem like Tennessee with fans in the stands. I think that might figure into it a little. My concern is going to be an 8 because from what I saw and the way that finished and who you may have out, Vanderbilt can beat you.
Unbelievable that we're saying this, but you take your starting quarterback off any team and
this game means so much to Vanderbilt.
And because they're playing for bowl.
They're playing for bowl eligibility.
We'll find out what it means to Tennessee.
It's hard for Tennessee to get up for this one because you're not playing for anything big. I mean, the Sugar Bowl versus Citrus Bowl, you're out of the playoffs, but you're also trying to get up for Vanderbilt. That's not easy. All right. Let's play Will They or Won't They very quickly with our VFLs. They're over at I'm on 7 there. I told them to look at 6. I'm looking at 6. Look at 7, John. All right. Against SEC foes, Vanderbilt is averaging right at 40% on third down conversions. UT's allowing 44% versus SEC foes on third down conversions. Will Vanderbilt convert at least 40% of their third downs against the Vols? No. Mike Stoll says yes. I don't have time to ask him why. All right, next. Vanderbilt.
Watch last night's game.
Vanderbilt is allowing 37 points per game in SEC play. Tennessee is scoring 42 points per game in SEC play. Will the Vols score 40-plus versus Vanderbilt in Nashville? Yes. Oh, Stoll with the no. Okay. And keep in mind, Tennessee only averaging 31 points per game on the road versus Power 5 teams this year, so that would go in Stoll's favor. Entering yesterday, UT had recorded 26 plays of 40 or more yards, best in the SEC. Vanderbilt had allowed 16 plays of 40 or more yards, worst in the SEC. Will Tennessee record 3 or more plays of 40 or more yards versus Vanderbilt? Everybody says yes, including Mike. All right, very good. Thank you, gentlemen. When we come back, we're going to put Chuck Cavaleris on the hot seat. He's going to have to pick out a line for us for Tennessee versus Vanderbilt, and then those of us who are remaining are going to pick the game. Come on back on the Sports Source.